So you all remember the box office poll projections, okay? Had some of these movies at different orders, okay? And of course we'll be talking about the box office. There isn't really anything much else to talk about, okay? Two of these movies began their own video, okay? To Dark Fate and talk about how it's declined. It's pretty similar to, Dark Phoenix. See if it's actually doing worse than Dark Phoenix. But first movie is Midway, so number one movie, and they have the international sales as well. So the movie isn't doing well internationally. It needs to make $100 million to break even. Um, it it also has Veterans Day to align on it. So Veterans Day is tomorrow, so it might do like 5 million now, but it's doing better than they expected. Okay, this movie grossed 17.5 million. This part is also behind from last year. It's the box office is behind from last year. Of course, people say, "Oh, it's because people just rested. It's declining. It's unreasonable. It's unreasonable. It's the reason why. It's because people don't know how to make good movies. Okay, and people still believe the critics' lies. Okay, when a bad, when sometimes bad movies get bad reviews by critics, people don't go see it. But I think a shift is happening in movies. Okay, people are being less trustful of their critics. Okay, Midway is, I think, another example of that. Midway is doing actually pretty decently for its type of movie. Next, Doctor Sleep, which opened with 14 million. Okay, I think this movie got some of its audience taken away from Midway by Midway and Plane of Fire, which was projected to gross 8 million as well. Which Doctor Sleep is just not doing well at the box office at all. Okay, is I don't know the budget for this movie. Okay, um, okay, so the budget for Midway is. So, for example, the Midway movie's budget is 50 million. If we include likely marketing costs, it needs 100. It's 60 million, which needs $100 million break even. There's Doctor Sleep. This movie isn't doing well at the box office. Okay, look at the budget here. Wikipedia usually has the budgets for these types of movies. Okay, Doctor Sleep came out, no one is really watching. Okay, Doctor Sleep. It has a budget of 34, no, $55 million, and it seems to be another box office flop of 2019. It might actually make back its money since it's doing okay internationally. Okay, it might be one of those movies that eventually will make back its money, like Angry Birds movie 2 and various other movies that barely squeeze back its money. Okay, um, maybe this will have good legs. Okay, because the next week is really much there are some movies coming out. There is the Charlie's Angels movie and Void People Alley. Okay, and some other smaller movies as well. Which I think those two will be the two major movies of next week. And Playing with Fire is not last place, which is surprising because it's a movie that the critics absolutely hated. Okay, I was right about that, but I didn't actually see this movie. It does have John Cena. Okay, John Cena probably does turn out a certain audience, but this movie was projected to not do well. At all, and people said, "Oh, it's not gonna do well," But I think it's gonna have decent legs at the box office. Okay, the movie did better than the Christmas movie, which was supposed to be number second. Okay, number second. Okay, and of course it is absolutely hated by Rotten Tomatoes. But anything that is hated by Rotten Tomatoes, okay, is usually not. But IMDb is also at 4.4, the most trustworthy people on IMDb. These are the same people who gave Captain Marvel 7 out of 10, and the last still at 7 out of 10. So you can't really trust. I don't really trust IMDb after giving Captain Marvel 7 out of 10. I don't think the average score for people liking Captain Marvel is a 7 out of 10 or the last. I think it's more around 50 and 56. So it's exceeding expectations. Of course, the SJWs are just so angry that they still not understanding why people are watching this. Okay, I think it's John Cena had to do something as well. Okay, and it's a firefighter comedy. So it's basically a niche audience already. Okay, and people say, oh, it's not gonna do well at box office because critics hate it. Okay, and it's doing better than oh wait, I forgot to erase all that. Those are from previous videos. Okay. This movie is doing better at the box office than most people think. Then we have the big flop called Turner Dark Fate. No one wants to see this movie because it's a complete pile of dog crap. and it's actually in my expectations. Okay, it was really really low for this movie, but it's still not doing well at the box office. Okay, it's just no one is watching this movie. Okay, it is making no money. Okay, and needs 300 million. And it still needs 400 to 500 million dollars to break even. Okay, $200 million budget. Okay, this is how the SCW is expected Alita Battle Angel Alita to perform. Okay, this is how SCW is protecting Alita to perform. Okay, Thor: Dark Fate, the movie that no one wants to see, it's doing garbage internationally. Okay, it opened with 100. It opened with like 110 million internationally. 128 million, so 98 million worldwide, and that's including Chinese release. So this might not even make $300 million. So no one is watching Dark Fate. It's making no money because the movie's completely terrible. And now let's look at Joker. Okay, that's Joker. Okay, Joker is gonna beat $1 billion. Okay, with Joker as well. Okay, Joker is gonna reach $1 billion. It is so close to beating it here, reaching $1 billion. Okay, yeah. It also passed Full Ragnarok and Deadpool 2. That is past Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 is at 315 million, excluding Once Upon Deadpool. Okay, which is a terrible version of Deadpool 2. Then we skipped over one movie. Willis and Mrs. of Evil. For some reason, this movie is actually having ratings, and it's made $40 million worldwide. Out. This movie is doing way better than we all expected because considering how it was doing this week, obviously something happened. Disney must have done something to make it go back up on its second week and back on its average movie track. Okay, Disney must have done something. Okay, there was no way a movie that was doing worse than Dark Phoenix could always. I think Disney had a hand in this movie doing successful. I think the more actual box office excluding Disney's hand in this would be around 60 to 70 million dollars. But we all know how Disney was with Captain Marvel. Okay, they said, "Oh my God, Captain Marvel! We must make sure Captain Marvel did well." Okay, and most people actually have people not going to see this movie at theaters. Okay, I won't be surprised if Disney's actually buying tickets, which is the reason why this movie's having legs at the box office. Because I think realistically, no one has really seen this movie. Okay, Harriet is a movie that people like. It's making money. Do not know the budget for Harriet? Okay, I can look it up here. Usually, because box office mojo does not work anymore. Okay, Harriet. Um, this is a movie, by Focus Pictures, and it seems that people are liking this movie. Okay, it's $23 million budget, so it's still not updated yet at all. And the movie is only stuck at its first week. It's doing well at box office. It's at 23 million domestically, so it is beating its $23 million budget. We do not know its international sales, but it's doing exceeding expectations. It opened with 11 million and it's exceeding expectations, especially okay it's already beating expectations. Okay, next movie is Zombieland Double Tap. It's not gonna pass the original. Okay, it did pass $100 million worldwide though, but it did, which means the movie did break even. Okay, the movie broke even. It's making back money now. It is a movie that is basically specifically for the fans of the first movie. Okay, so basically it's like if you like it's like Doctor Sleep. It's another niche movie. Okay, another very niche movie. And yes, I said Zombieland Double Tap is niche, which it is pretty niche because first movie didn't do too well at the box office as well. The Addams Family only made 4 million because it's declined really fast now because it's no longer Halloween, and this movie is now going down in sales really fast because it's no longer the Halloween time anymore. So of course this movie isn't doing as well anymore, and it won't pass 100 million worldwide domestically, but it did pass 100 million worldwide, and it did really well for a movie made by an independent studio. Um, at releasings, but they had a lot of really bad box office failures over the last few years. But next is Jojo Rabbit, which is doing well. Okay, people like this movie. Okay, they said, oh, it's unreasonable. How it's a movie about Mr. Mustache Man. Mr. Mustache Man, he's bad. I'm not gonna say his name, but it's about Mr. Mustache Man in World War II. This movie is a dark comedy. Okay, a very dark comedy, and people seem to like it. Okay, don't know the budget for this, but it's probably very small considering it's a limited release movie. Okay, Next is Countdown. This movie is doing really well actually at the box office. It has a small budget. It's a stupid story, but it is a horror movie for people on Halloween. It did really well on Halloween weekend, and that's basically about Countdown. There isn't really anything else to it. It isn't really something to know worthy about. Next is Parasite. For some reason, this is all on like the best movies of the year. It's a Chinese movie. Um, and for some reason, this movie is becoming more and more popular. Um, it's a Chinese movie. Really, really large box office. It's Korean. It's a Korean or Chinese movie. Um, Oh, yeah, let's look at the international scene. It's a Korean movie. It's not a Chinese movie. Yeah, it's a Korean movie. Okay, I'm sorry for not being my knowledge on which movies are from where, but this Korean movie has been doing really well at the box office. Okay, next is Motherless Brooklyn, which is a movie that no one is watching. Okay, it's already losing money. It's like a $20 million budget movie. It's doing actually pretty well for how well it did first week. So we might actually see this movie not make money at all because it's not doing well. But it's not. And then the last movie is Black and Blue, Arctic Dogs, and Better Days. That's a new release. Black and Blue is doing really, really well. It's a movie about cops, and of course, SAWs hate this movie because it's unreasonable. It's about cops. It's cops bad. It's unreasonable. But people are watching this movie. It is making back its money probably. Okay, and Masters Arctic Dogs. This movie, um, Arctic Dogs is just a flop. Unless they like pulls like some magic numbers from China, you guarantee this movie's a flop. Okay, unless this movie pulls like magic like $500 million, like $100 million from China. Okay, which it won't because it's not coming out in China probably. Okay, going out in Australia, New Zealand. Okay, unless it gets like a Chinese release, it goes like $60 million in China. Even then, it will still flop because they only get like because studios don't really get that much money from China, and domestically the movie completely just falls flat because I only made a video about why this movie flopped because it's an unknown movie, no one cares about it. It's terrible. Okay, it was not advertised enough. Probably for a movie like this, especially an animated movie. And that's basically about Arctic Dogs. It's another movie, that will probably be forgotten and only be remembered for its really awful opening, okay? And it's having completely garbage ratings like Dark Fate at the box office, about the box office, and that's basically it. Goodbye.